Welcome back. You're live with Expresso as we take to financial well-being, in particular investments, and Robo-Advisor, a term that is being bandied about a lot more often. Grant van Zyl joins us, our certified financial advisor. We've spoken about some of the pitfalls of using an algorithm, yes, to dictate where and how you're going to spend your hard-earned cash. Just for safety's sake, let's look at some of those disadvantages of engaging with something like Robo-Advisor.
Yeah. So I think when it comes to a very little human interaction, how do we solve big problems? So the algorithm is set to deal with a very specific need. Now, outside of that, there is no advice when it comes to robo-advising. So when you're wanting to deal with your full holistic financial planning, you're going to need to deal with a bit more substance, So you're definitely going to need a little bit more extra help when it comes to that.
Would you say it's a good first step for someone in beginning that education?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I'm a huge advocate for getting people to investing, and the more you get started in the process, the more you're going to build up that confidence, and then maybe at a later stage you get to a point where you actually go see a financial planner.
I think you would know this better than most. We are all very individual. Each person has a particular life path and certainly their own very unique stresses and strains when it comes to our financial well-being. Surely a kind of a blanket, one solution. There are dangers within that.
Yeah, so I definitely think with the algorithm that they run in the background, there's going to be 5 or 6 different options that they're going to spit out to everyone, really. So the problem with that is if you don't fall within one of those categories. However, it is going to be most probably above average advice to what people are actually getting out there. So it's most probably one step ahead of kind of some of the advice that we're getting or giving out there, yeah. Yeah,
I think if you have to look at the way that a lot of the big financial institutions work as well, so much of that advice is actually marketing that's being pushed on us to go and buy certain products. So this to me says that there is a gap here for that lower end of the market to start educating themselves, and this is something that you preach a lot about.
Yeah, so this is my passion, is getting the lower end of the market to be looked after, because obviously it's not that sustainable for financial planners to deal with them. And this is the very technology that they kind of need. The only problem that I have with it is, or the catch on my thought process is, are they going to be able to get hold of this technology? And if they do, are they going to be able to use it properly?
Are we, as a country, adopting this technology? Are you seeing it used on a wide scale? You mentioned some of the bigger companies using this to put their profiles out there. Are we seeing that shift in South Africa?
Yeah, there's definitely, the technology's out there. So there's definitely people in South Africa that are launching the products, the different robo-advisors, most definitely, yeah.
Well, from our own robo-advisor, we love the advice. We're going to continue this chat, look into the pitfalls and some of the bonuses that are involved with using a robo-advisor online. But we'd love to hear from you. Maybe you've engaged with the robo-advisor, you've had some successes, you can let us know on our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page. Grant, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure to have you here, brother. And being as selfless as you are, sharing the space with some technology this morning. But thank you, we really do appreciate the advice, man.
Thanks, Grant.
Now, though, it is time to get into our official headlines of the morning. Leanne is standing by.